The former Housemartins and beautiful South frontman Paul Heaton is following in the footsteps of Blur's Damon Albarn for his latest project. He's changed direction from his pop roots. He's written an opera.
Yes, The Eighth is a soul opera which looks at the 7 deadly sins and a new modern sin. Before we talk to Paul, find out what that might be, let's remind ourselves of some of his best-known hits.
What a good place to be. Don't believe that. You speak a different language and it's never something happened to me. Don't believe that. Oh no. 'Cause it's never something happened to me. No. Every woman, every man, join the caravan of love. Stand up, stand up, stand up. Everybody take a stand. Join the caravan of love. Stand up, stand up, stand up.
This could be Rotterdam or anywhere, Liverpool or Rome. 'Cause Rotterdam is anywhere, anywhere alone. Anywhere alone.
'Cause we love our love, different sizes. Especially the lies. Time takes its toll, but not on the eyes. Promise me this, take me tonight.
And Paul joins us now. Very good morning to you.
Hello.
You've interrupted a conversation, I should say, about how best to celebrate turning a certain age.
Yes, yeah, I've just done a bicycle tour, which I thought would keep me nice and fit, but it was a bicycle tour of pubs, so it sort of kept me fit.
And it was
during
something
the
for
day.
50-50?
Yeah, it was. I did 2,500 miles, which was to celebrate 50 years and 50 miles for each year being on the planet.
Was it like a midlife crisis type thing?
Maybe it was, yeah. It didn't feel like that, it just felt like good fun, really.
You didn't buy the Porsche, you went out and did a cycle ride?
Yeah, I just did the cycle
That's quite
ride,
healthy,
yeah.
Did you buy yourself a really fantastic bicycle?
I actually borrowed one from a company who I should mention, but I won't.
Oh, no.
Well, even better. So tell us about the opera, because people might be thinking that's not something they would naturally associate you with. What is the project?
Well, it came, weirdly enough, it came from a dream that I had, a very basic dream. And I don't want to tell people, I'm not one of these people who likes to tell people about the dream, so I thought I'd just write it down. And it came from an idea of the 7 deadly sins turning against each other, and them being turned against each other by talk of an 8th sin. So it was a very, very complicated dream which I managed to write down, and yeah, you'd have to really see it for me to explain it. It was quite complicated.
Ain't nothing quite so sweet as that tempting pull to do no bleeding good. It's a bow with poison arrow. It's an alleyway, oh so narrow.
So we'll give a sense of where we are. Where are we in the
That's
tale at that
me
point?
really revealing what the 8th sin is, because all the way through the whole thing you don't realise what the 8th sin is. You just know that the other 7 deadly sins I've been talking about, and it's been turning them against each other.
And how long is the show itself?
Well, the show is around about 75 minutes, and then after that I get the people playing the different sins to sing some of my greatest hits. But so each sin is represented by a different singer.
And we call it an opera, but of course, listening to that doesn't sound. I mean, that sounds like you in kind of proper pop mode.
Yeah, that
what
does.
makes it an opera?
Well, I suppose the length of it, really, and the fact that different people are performing one song from different. I think also to call it an opera was to sort of put all the different styles in together as well, and to not have it as a strict pop song, because the song I wrote it as an original song of 70 minutes long.
Wow.
So, and then between it we have a narrative which is performed by Reggie Cathy, you know, from The Wire, and that's a sort of parallel story with the story of the lyrics. It sounds very complicated.
No. I'm still tickled by the idea that you're driven by your dreams. You know, that you wake up in the morning and go, do you know what? I dreamt this last night. I'm going to do it.
It's never happened before, and I don't suppose it. Well, I don't dream in song usually, but this one time it happened. I woke up and I told somebody about the dream, and they said you should write it down and make a song of it.
Because it's interesting when you say you're not one of those people who comes in and talks about their dreams, because Charlie is one of those people
Oh, I
who
do
comes
all the time.
yeah.
I do.
and talks about
Bore
his
people
dreams.
senseless.
Well, you come in and you try and talk about them, don't you? And I say it didn't
You
happen.
have
It
no
didn't
truck with
actually
it.
happen.
The best thing with a dream is go in front of the mirror and tell the story to yourself and find out how interesting it is before you tell somebody else.
Is that what you do?
Yeah, that's
Really?
my recommendation.
Now, you run a pub.
I have got a pub, yeah.
You're a landlord?
Yeah. Well, I'm not exactly a landlord, but yeah, I bought the lease to the King's Arms in Salford.
So do you stand behind the bar? Sometimes.
No, I collect glasses and stuff like that, but no, not usually. I've been away actually since we took it over, but I do have pickled eggs, and
Yes, well, I'm pleased
I
that
know you're a big pickled egg man.
This cropped up last week in a conversation. I said it's quite hard to find a good pickled egg, but you got them behind the bar, have you?
Yeah, I think we've got the pickled egg for you.
Really?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
What's
Got a bit of a bite
distinctive
to it?
about
Well,
your
it's got
pickled egg?
you know that rubbery feeling where you're not sure whether you're going to get through into the egg. You know that little
Yeah,
sort of
I know
grip.
exactly what you're talking
yeah,
about.
you've got to have that. To me, if you just bite into the egg, it's like there's no sort of sense of worth. You haven't worked to get inside. You've just got to have a little.
I could talk about this all day.
We could, yeah.
But meanwhile, we've got to
No, we
talk about
can't.
you going to Australia.
Oh,
Because
I'm
you're
going-
about to do your first... And then this is surprising, because with the Beautiful South and the House Martins, you
Yeah.
never toured Australia.
No.
Why not?
I'm not sure, really.
Presumably you had success
yeah,
down there.
I don't want to say I never wanted to go, but it's a long, long way, and we went to America. We had relative success in Australia, but I just felt I'm 50, you know, another midlife crisis. Let's go to Australia, and I'm quite excited to go, really.
Well, it's one of the... It used to be an advert, didn't it? How long can you keep saying to yourself, one day I'm going to go to Australia?
Yeah.
Do you think Mac and wish you'd had bigger aspirations for the band at the height of their success at the House Martins?
Possibly, yeah. I mean, the House Martins didn't even go to America, and there's a lot of we have a lot of American fans who you know openly miss that, and they say that we wish we'd gone. But that was just how we were at the time. The House Martins only lasted 2 years, but the aspirations of the Beautiful South we were too much of a recording band. We made I think 10 albums, and we'd not do these great long world tours. We decided to record instead.
Did you watch football last night?
I did, yeah.
How was that for you?
Okay, yeah. I'm quite a fan of Italian football, but I think it was a slow. It wasn't the shooting of a puppy last night, was it? Which losing to Germany would have been. It was the slow death of a relative, really, wasn't it? It was very, very. From the word go, Italy dominated, and I think by the time the penalties came, I think people really realised that it was.
You describe your football in such emotive terms.
Yeah, no.
Both of those
Sorry,
images are a
I
little
don't have
painful at this time of the
I don't have
morning.
any ill relatives or any puppies, just in case
No.
your viewers are worried.
Point well made. Well, good luck with the concerts.
Thank you
and
very
the
much.
show.
Yeah,
Lovely
And
to
the
see you
tour.
here.
And you, yeah. Cheers,
And how
thank
are
you.
you finding 50?
Brilliant. I think it's very briefly. I think it's a bit like getting relegation, and the next day the new fixtures come out, and you're
Yeah.
quite happy to be in that new division.
I'm just going to
Write
write that
that
down so
down.
I can say it when I'm feeling.
Yep.
Nice, see you, Paul.
All right. Thank you.
Lovely to see you.
The Opera the 8th will be touring from next month, and the album of the same name is out on the 2nd of July.